Welcome to Broken Bushcraft. I'm Adam. It's raining outside today, so I was like, hey, let's go do an inside activity. Not that I need a reason to go inside and do an inside activity, I just need to do an activity. So I was looking around at my gear, I was kind of like assessing some stuff, putting some stuff together, and I realized that my ferro rods, because of all the videos we've been doing with them, have gotten a beating, and they are looking like trash. So I was like, let's do ferro rod maintenance. Just like with your knives, just like with your saws, just like with your packs, you need to check your ferro rods to make sure that they are being as effective as possible for you. They're throwing the most sparks that you can. This is one of the Broken Bushcraft ferro rods. There's no sticker on or anything like that. But you can see there's ridges there. It's getting pretty chunked up. This is another one. So if your ferro rod starts getting these ridges right here, what happens is your knife, either you're not having enough pressure on it, but you're skipping down. And the more pronounced those ridges become, the less you're actually contacting this and you're just kind of running down it. And you're just going to make bigger grooves. You're not making it efficient. So, let's clean these ferro rods up. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And welcome to video number 51. The two ferro rods we're going to clean up today are my two big ones. I noticed a couple things about them the other day when I was kind of just putting my stuff together and putting stuff back away, putting all my knives away, hiding them from my wife. Is when I picked it up, I noticed there were some smooth spots on it, some flat spots. So we want to work those flat spots out. Those develop because we grab the ferro rod and we use one side of it. And I mean, this ferro rod will last me a couple thousand strikes. So you figure 2 strikes per fire. If it's 1,000 strikes, that's 500 fires. So I noticed that it's the antler handle. I grab it a certain way because it's the most comfortable that way. And I realized that because I was doing that, I was only working one side of the rod. So if you do have a ferro rod, you have a handle on it, just make sure you twist their handle around every now and again. Now, the Broken Bushcraft ferro rods that we have, I put tape around the top of it. And this kind of just goes wherever. So this one I've worked all around. So make sure you're checking your rods. Go feel your rods, see if there's any smooth spots, or you'll feel those zipper spots, or those spots where it's skipping. And you'll also hear that when you strike it. You're going to hear like a sound. I can do that for you later. Or you can just put that on repeat and listen to it over and over again. So the only things you're going to need to clean this up are a file or a rasp of some sort that's not too abrasive. The file and rasp that's on the Leatherman is actually very effective for this. So if you carry a Leatherman that has a file on it, or a Gerber that has a file on it, or a Swiss Army knife that has a file on it, whichever one you carry, the file for those are not too abrasive for these. Now if you use something like a bastard file, which has really aggressive teeth, takes a lot of material off, you're going to just wear this thing down. Now you see I have a little pan in front of me. Now I prefer to do this outside, but I don't want to get the camera wet, obviously. That's not really camera, it's my cell phone. I don't want to get that wet, and getting this wet and then doing it is fine. This thing's waterproof. Ferro rods are waterproof. But I want to do it here to just kind of demonstrate it more. Now I have my pan here because there are going to be flakes that come off. With ferro rods, there's actually, you can shave off material and make a pile of material here, and then strike that, and it kind of acts as your magnesium, like if you use a magnesium fire starter. So you want to be careful when you are doing this, because you're making a pile of ferrocerium that it's going to ignite if a spark hits it. And when we're done, we'll ignite the pan. We'll see what happens. We'll see how much we got off of there. Okay, so here's the marks we're trying to get out right there. And this is the flat spot. I'm not sure if you can see it too well. But anyways, take the file, start at the top, and as you come down, twist your ferro rod. That way you're keeping the shape of the ferro rod. And just keep twisting it. And you can actually see, now it takes it out pretty quick. It's smooth. It looks like there's still some there. That's what happens when you go too fast. There you go. Nice and smooth. That's ferro rod maintenance. It's really quick. It's really easy. Just using the rasp or your file just to run it down and smooth it out. The reason we do it is, will the ferro rod still work with those ridges there? Yes, but you're not going to get the efficiency or the effectiveness that you're going to get from a smoother rod. Now, as you do this, as you smooth it out, you're getting contact from the very base of this to the tip. With the ridges, you're only getting the contact with the tops of those ridges, so you're not getting as much material coming off there. And if you're pulling your rod out to light the fire, you want it to make sure it's working in good working order. So you want to, every now and again, file it down, check it out. Kind of a good rule to do is when you sharpen your knives, just take a look at your ferro rods. Now, I did put all the material here in the pan, so we'll see if anything flares up. And if not, I did have a flare up while I was filing this down, so that might have gotten most of the stuff. So, not much, nothing to write home about. Or you can write home about it. It's your rod. You tell the story you want to tell. Hope you enjoyed that. Welcome to video 51, and I will see you in the woods.